everyone. Today we're going to be doing what's called the joint freeing series from yoga therapy. And this comes from what's called structural yoga therapy, which is a really good system of going through the joints one by one and moving them through their full range of motion. So this is a good gentle practice. It's a really good way to warm up for a deeper practice, or if you have arthritis, this is a good way to get everything moving and lubricate all your joints. But we're going to do a chair version of it. So if you don't feel comfortable going down on the floor, this is a really good modified version that you could do sitting in a chair for all the different versions. And if you want a copy of this, you can go on my website, LauraGYOGA.com, or you can go on my blog, which is on Tumblr, and just search LauraGYOGA. So we'll start out sitting up really tall in the chair. Scoot forward a little bit so you're not leaning onto the back. And then just lift your posture. Pull your head up, draw your shoulders back. Make sure that your lower back is lifted and your belly is long. And we'll take the arms straight out front and just start to move the wrists up and down. Try to inhale as the arms go up or the fingers go up, and exhale as the fingers go down. And then we'll flatten the arms out and just go side to side. If it's hard for you to hold your arms up like this, it's okay if you rest them down or even put them on your legs, whatever's comfortable for you. The traditional way is to keep your arms out like this though. And the trick to this one is keep your arms straight and just let that movement be side to side at your wrist. And we'll make fists and start to circle the fist. Again, keep the rest of the arm as still as you can and just let that movement be at your wrist joint. And try to do some circles in and some circles out, and switch back and forth. Make sure that you get that wrist from all different angles. We'll relax the hands down, and we're going to work on the elbows. We inhale, open out, and exhale, touch the front of your shoulders. And it's a pretty simple movement. What we want to focus on is just inhale, feeling that expansion, keeping the chest lifted, and as you exhale, fold the arms in, but don't let the chest drop down. Inhale, exhale. Last one of those. And we keep our hands on the shoulders. We're going to touch the elbows and then open them, stretch across the chest. Pull them together and open. One more of these. Pull the elbows together, open, and let your arms rest. Shake the shoulders out a little bit. We'll take the arms up to the sides like a cactus. Spread your fingers out really wide. On your exhale, let your fingers drop down, but don't let your chest cave in. Keep your chest lifted, and that's going to give you a good stretch through your shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, roll down. And this is working on your rotator cuff muscle. Rotating the shoulder one way and then the other way. And last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Let the arms drop. And then we'll inhale Arms straight up to the front, and as you exhale, let them slide past your body and reach back as far as you can to stretch the front of the shoulders and the chest. Inhale up, exhale, reach back with the pinkies. Reaching up with the thumbs, the palms are facing toward the center line. Exhale, reach the arms back. One more good deep breath. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, reach it back. And then rest the hands onto the lap. The next one we're going to do is for the spine. It's basically a cat and cow sitting in the chair. When we inhale, lift the head up, press the chest forward. As you exhale, pull the belly and the heart back. Let the head drop. Inhale, open the front of the body. Exhale, pull it back. And let your breath be really strong as you go back and forth like that. And last one, forward and back. We'll sit up tall. The next one is a side bend, so you can hold on to the side of the chair, or if you have an armrest, you can hold on to that. And just lean over to feel a stretch through this side. Now if it feels alright, you can take your arm up over your head as well. But if this bothers your shoulder, just leave your hand down in your lap. Back up to the middle. Same thing over to the other side. Maybe lift the arm if that feels okay. Switch back and forth. Exhale, lean to the side. Inhale, open the arm if you like. And over to the other side, just moving at your own pace. And this will be our last one. Come back up. The next one is our twist. We inhale in the middle, sit up straight, and as you exhale, reach toward one side of the chair. Just twist your shoulders. Inhale back into the middle, exhale to the other side. Stretch each side, twist. Use your inhale, sit up taller, and as you exhale, twist a little bit farther. Inhale, center. We'll go for our last twist. We're going to move up a little bit farther to work on the neck. We start by dropping the chin to the chest and looking up to the ceiling. And staying with a range of motion that's comfortable for you. Maybe just coming up a little bit, or maybe you can go all the way up. Exhale to drop your head down, using your inhale to lift your head and open the front of the throat. And then we'll come back into the middle. The next one, we're going to turn our head one way. Come back to center and turn your head the other way. A little bit of rotation with the neck. I want you to exhale as you turn to the side. Inhale as you come back to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Back to center. We'll drop the head over to one side, like you're trying to touch your ear to the top of your shoulder. But make sure both shoulders stay down. If the shoulders start to lift, then you won't get as much stretch in the neck. So keep them down and soft. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop your head to the other side. Inhale out. Exhale over. And one more time each side. Now we're going to flip over to the other side, and this moves into the lower body a little bit more. And we'll take the feet, and we're going to start by pointing and flexing. Just rocking back and forth, toes and heels. Even though we're working on the legs, make sure that you keep your upper body nice and straight and lifted. To try to touch our pinky toes together, and then flip and try to open your pinky toes out to the side. So you're pushing the soles of the feet together and then opening out to the sides. Rolling together and rolling open. Okay, and then you go sideways here so you can see a little bit better. We're going to lift up and circle with one foot. And then circle the other foot. Now if you can, you're going to bring the feet together and try to circle around like that. Let your feet rest down. Now we're going to work on the knee joint by pulling it up and then stretching it out. Pulling it up and stretching it out. And do the best you can. Sometimes it's a little bit hard for these thigh muscles to get your leg all the way out straight. Just as close as you can get. Press that side down, pull the other knee up. Turn back to the front again. I'm going to take the knees a little bit wide so that I can drop one side in and then roll it out. I'm just rolling from your hip joint. That's what we're trying to open up with this. Roll it in, roll it out. You can help with your hand to push it in and then pull it out, and we'll switch to the other one. Roll it in, roll it out. into sitting and do the same sort of thing with our foot. Pull your foot out to the side and then pull your foot in toward the middle. Out and in, and you'll see that that's rolling my hip both ways. Okay, rest that leg down. Take the other leg, pull the foot into the middle and out to the side, just rolling your hip in and out. And then rest that side down. So the next one would be going down on all fours and doing our cat and cow. But since we're doing the chair version, we're just going to keep our hands on the legs and go back into that roll forward and roll back. And this time what I want you to pay attention to is moving the chest forward and back like we did last time. But this time especially pay attention to the pelvis. Roll it forward, roll it back. Push it to the front and then tuck it underneath you. And the way that we get that forward and back movement is with our abs. We tighten as we move back and we relax and open as we move forward. And then come back up to center. So we're going to do a last little variation of a twist. So we'll turn our knees this time, bring them over to one side, and then let your shoulders shift over to the opposite side. We'll come back into center. Legs go over to the other side. Twist yourself into it. Inhale, come back into the middle. And that's the end of the seated version of our joint freeing series. And I'm going to make another video to do that same sequence but down on the mat. If you feel like you can get up and down off the ground pretty easily and your knees are okay with a little bit of pressure on them, then we can do the full version down on the mat. Thank you for joining me.